It's bad, guys. I've been exposed.
What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let them burn it out. Sell them to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away.
I doubt I'll recover from this. Also, imagine having a kid and then make the statement, if I had a kid. But, what? Wait a second.
Listen up now, because we're never dropping out. Beat the odds, beat the big house. The brains are bigger than the doubt. We've been thinking for ourselves, never let the truth fade away. We won't let the world burn away, we feel betrayed. We were raised to live.
It's bad. It's real bad. My music, satanic. You guys are devil worshippers hunting down Bertrude. I gave you guys marching orders. It's so bad. The timer's going to be way off tonight. I almost forgot to start it. But that's okay. We're still doing the thing, right?
Hey Daddies, it's me, the Linda Binda from TikTok. I wanted to make this video because I wanted to thank you for watching Cold Beer Confessionals with Will Bird. I think that's just incredible. I've watched a few episodes and I'm just like very intrigued. But you know what I'm most intrigued in is Big Daddy's meat stick. I heard that it's very thick, like a good old German sausage. You know, Linda and her coochie loves that. Oh, never mind. Let's not go there. Anyways, I hope you have a good show and enjoy it as you can. There's a lot of weird things that go on, especially when it comes from the realm of Linda Bindaland. So, enjoy the show. Thanks for watching. Peace out.
Welcome everybody. I am Will Bird, and this is the Cold Beer Confessional. Thank you for joining us tonight. I have been fully exposed. It's come to this. I don't think the show will ever recover. We might as well just shut it down, I guess. Anyways, clearly all you guys know that my show advocates for bullying people online that are dumb, right? that are spreading misinformation. I shouldn't say dumb. That are spreading misinformation. Obviously, we never do anything in the real world, and I would never ask anybody to do anything in the real world. That's the dumbest argument I've ever heard. I've spent years saying what's online should stay online, and what's in the real world should stay in the real world. But whatever. It doesn't hurt the people that want to use me as a way to say, well, now I need more money because we're going to be homeless. So that's where we've ended up right now. Obviously, it's Bertrude. It's sad watching this man. At one point in the stream, he says, if I had 2 kids, I'd spend every minute with them. Well, you have 1 kid, and you spend 0 minutes with them. So I don't know if the math is mathing. It doesn't seem like it's mathing, because you got 1 kid with 0 minutes, but if you had 2 kids, you'd spend every waking moment with them. Okay. Make it make sense. Anyways, thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for being here. If you want to support the show, do it at buymeacoffee.com/coldbeer. Buymeacoffee.com/coldbeer, because I'm not as wealthy as Bert. I can't own my website. So that was one of his points. That I guess he doesn't understand that I own like 50 some domain names and websites. But whatever, Bert, you got it, buddy. Let's let you do the talking. Here we go. Special Bert update. Special Bert date. Burp date. Burp date. Yeah, we'll go with that. He starts with Alex Jones, but he starts melting down in a minute. So here's the way.
Okay, and so we've kind of covered all of that in the past, and it's Russia is exactly what Trump is concerned with. He knows that if he releases it under its current format that's been doctored, that it's just going to give his haters more stuff to hate him on. And so he's between a hard place and a rock. I think he's trying.
So Trump knows that the Democrats doctored the Epstein list, and he can't release it right now. So instead, he's got to go undoctor it, which means him doctoring it before he can release it. Duh.
Trying to make sure that we don't crash our economy by saying, everybody that we've been buying our products from, everybody that owns all the companies that we support, all these people in tech and finance and everywhere else, all turned out to be, they're all a bunch of monsters. And if we find that out all at one time, the left will go crazy, and they'll just start burning the country down, because they hate the country anyway. And you can't go after their Jesus, and the left
makes sense.
The government. They don't worship God; they worship the government. I've got clips to show you where congressmen are saying, without government, there's nothing, because they want to be gods. So that's what it is. One Oscar is saying we shouldn't crash the economy. You're right, we shouldn't. But whoever in our government was raping children, they need to be gone. Like yesterday, fire them all. The problem is you can't fire them until you try them. And you have to try them, and you have to prove the accusation is accurate, and then you can put them in jail. But you really, the due process thing, it takes so long. And that's what we're all fed up with. We're just tired.
Immigrants don't get it, so the pedos.
But we don't want, trust me, we don't want there to be just a mass roundup of people and say, you're going into Gitmo, like the QAnon people think that it has already happened. It hasn't, and it shouldn't happen. So we have to use due process. We just have to. But at least we now have an administration that's on it, that's actually doing something about it. All right, so we got to change the subject.
Okay. We're back. Here we go.
We got to change the subject, and I debated 2 days.
God, that buzzing in his speakers bothers me so much.
As to whether or not I was going to air this.
I guess in our speakers, in his microphone, some type of interference.
I can't allow this to stand without exposing it.
Listen, chat. If you've ever received a message from me before, don't hunt down Bert Assassin's Creed style to murder him. I don't know what he thinks is going to happen. Oh no, is it froze? Wait a second.
But I have to. I can't allow this to stand without exposing it.
I might have to refresh. I think he probably just ended his stream.
Why has
he can't allow it to stand without exposing me.
Medications. I'm 66 years old, but my memory feels...
Yeah, he did say he would never be speaking about me again. But here we go. He can't let this stand.
Hating Trump, it's all about...
Uh-oh, we skipped too far ahead.
No matter how hard I try, we got to change the subject. And
here we go.
I debated 2 days as to whether or not I was going to air this.
You couldn't have debated 2 days.
But I have to. I can't allow this to stand without exposing it.
Okay.
Now, folks, we're going to talk about the people that have been attacking me. We're going to talk about the fact that no matter how hard I try to do nothing but come on here and deliver the news to you folks and give you somewhere to spend an hour and a half or 2 hours a night.
I thought you didn't watch my show. I thought it would be funny that you didn't watch it and we all did.
Bring some truth.
No?
They want me out. They want me gone.
They want him gone.
Are picking up. They're getting worse instead of better.
I want you to stick around. Dude, I make more money on shows messing with Bert than I do covering any other time. I want you to stick around. I don't know who wants you to go.
A year ago, I had to take some time off from doing the show because a guy named Will Bird, his little show over on...
I made you take time off?
Twitch, I think it is. And he also has it here on Rumble. Not too many people watch the Rumble version of it. They said over there in his chat room, and I think it's Twitch. He thinks I follow every word he says. I don't. I only go and check him out when somebody sends me something.
I think it's Twitch. But the other day, you claimed that you had a breakdown of all the viewers I had on every platform. Remember?
It says here's what happened. But a year ago, he, with the help of his audience, were stalking me online.
What? A year ago?
And they were doing it to try to get me thrown out of...
Legend of Pretzel
Damn it.
just resubscribed for 34 months. Hey,
guys,
Bert.
You can't donate during Bert segments. It makes him become flustered. Okay?
When I got evicted from my house...
Gave him a vacation, that's right.
A year and a half ago. I didn't have anywhere to go. My investor pulled the money out and left me... We had spent a year building the studio and getting this show up and running. I had no other form of income, and that was our business plan. That studio was supposed to be a self-sufficient studio. It would earn money even when I wasn't on the air because we were going to do podcasts for other people, recording for other people, that sort of thing. It was going to be a business.
Yeah.
Plus, we were going to make money from the podcast, which was supposed to go.
And they were going to make music. They were going to have singers in there. They were going to record albums. They were going to have nationally syndicated podcasts. He was telling investors of his that he would get $20,000 to $30,000 per ad read per episode. $20,000 to $30,000 per ad read per episode. Stick 6 ads in the first episode and retire.
On another network, which it never ended up going there. Regardless, all of that cost me my house. I ended up getting evicted the day after Christmas. Between Christmas and New Year's Eve, I get an eviction notice. It's unbelievable. And I think the January 10th, I was gone.
Crazy.
There we go. So my audience started helping me. People in the audience started helping me with some funding. And I had a cat, and he was only a year old. And most of these hotels won't let you bring a cat into a hotel. So I had to sneak him in because I wasn't giving up my baby. So I snuck him into every room, and I just put the do not disturb sign, and I set up the microphones and the computer and the laptop, and I tried to start doing the show so I could earn enough money to just at least pay for my...
I don't know who reported his cat. I don't know.
Well, this asshole, Wilbert, and his audience started picking apart everything they saw in my hotel room and using whatever method they used to figure out...
Super AI, super computer algorithm computers.
Where I was staying. I'm told...
We asked the experts.
There's a program that you can do that with, that you can take a picture and tell this program where was it...
Who tells you these things? Who told you this? Because whoever it is, do not trust them with tech. They're just making stuff up that they've heard scary stories about. This doesn't exist.
This picture taken, and within a matter of a short amount of time.
They're still training AI on GeoGuessr. But you think it can do interior of hotels and rental suite. I don't understand.
They can tell you where this is with pretty good accuracy. 3 times, they called the front desk, 3 different locations, and got me kicked out.
You know what his big gotcha moment is? I was reading the rules for Siegel Select Suites or whatever. I was reading the rules off their website. And it says like free Wi-Fi, utilities included, low weekly and monthly, whatever. And then the last one was no pets. And I thought that was funny. So I was like, this is not, that's what it says. This is not a pet-friendly location. So I said, this is not a pet-friendly. And he's like, you idiot. They know I have my cat. They know.
In the morning, somebody knocked on my door. Mr. Lynch, we need to speak with you. It's been reported to us that you have a cat. And that's not allowed. You have to be out by noon. And I had to pack up and I had nowhere to go. And I had to call friends. Hey, I'm kicked out again. And it happened to me 3 times in a matter of about.
Jesus. Who was doing that?
In all the hotel rooms.
That's horrible.
So that they couldn't see what was behind me and turn me into management, even though they did try. Now, folks, that's.
I also lied about some of the. I was trying, obviously, like I play some stuff up and like make it funny, right? So I was like calling out stuff in the room that had nothing to do with how the room was located. Like I was like, you see this, you see that, you see the cat, you see the. I think I called something a dresser, but it was actually a TV stand. Missed the mark there.
That is stalking you online, and it's called doxing, when they tell people where you are. It can be very dangerous. People are crazy, and you take people and you stir them up and you make them hate someone that they've never met.
Don't hate Bert. We love Bert. Don't show up with socks. Don't show up at all. Okay? I know that socks seem like the perfect weekly apartment warming gift, but they're not. Okay? Don't go to Bert in real life.
And then tell them where they live. It could be very dangerous. Well, a couple of nights ago, last week I guess it was, I shot a video and put it online about Shadow. It was mentioned earlier. Somebody said, your voice sounds.
It was on Labor Day, I think. Well, I know that I got the information on Labor Day, so.
It's different when you're talking to Shadow. When you did that video, I was talking to the cat. Well, folks, I'm going to show you what happened.
He's going to show you.
Well, let's try that again.
But he's going to try. All right, so this is what I was reading off. It says, and I actually left some stuff out to not identify the place. It's fully furnished, free utilities, flat screen TVs, laundry on site, low weekly and monthly payment options, free parking, handicap accessible, close to the strip, within walking distance of the convention center, nearby restaurants, shopping, and entertainment. This is not, and I said not because it's all capitalized, not a pet-friendly location. He's like, you idiot. They love my cat. They know. Well, obviously.
Is that jackass on his show? Okay?
Uh-oh. Here we go.
We're going to watch the segment, and then we'll talk about it afterwards.
And the comment from, what are the land's names? Hilda and I don't know. Jameson, I don't know. It says the people that watch his show, in my opinion, are devil worshipers. Just listen to his music and look at his page. The guy is pure evil. Robert and Hilda, thank you. I wanted to say Jedediah, but I fucked it up.
Either way, thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Appreciate you guys being here with us, hanging out with us. Bert messed up.
Look, I gotta Bert missed this, but I'll show you, Bert. I got a bump on the inside of my nose. Look at that. This right here is a scar. This like round thing. I don't know if you guys can always see it. Well, I guess not because I face that way a lot. This is a scar. It's like a perfectly round dark spot. But I had a bump on the inside of my nose that I popped, and it just like made a scab. There you go, Bert. And here you thought I had flawless skin.
Okay. Your boy Bert messed up. Bert Lynch has officially messed up. Let me see if I can find the video. Go back here. Change accounts.
I'm up here, you guys.
Undo that. Click this. Bert
there he is.
This.
He's up there, guys.
Computer locator, right?
I don't know if you guys know how it works, but there he is.
Let me get some audio.
He says we located him by his orange wall, but that wall's not orange, Bert.
So you want to tell me something? Why are you up here? Why? When you could be way over there on that big old bed.
Uh-oh.
But you want to be up here, just hanging out. What's the deal? Do you like it better up here? You just like being able to be above everybody? I'm told online, yes.
I'm sorry.
But you want to be up here.
Let me do some audio.
Page 12370 just gifted 1 subs.
Bert, thank you for the gifted sub. Bert now claims that he's going to go to his friend's house and pick up all of his guns to fight off the Meat Hammer militia showing up.
So you want to tell me something? Why are you up here? Why? We need to be way over there.
There's the orange wall. See the orange wall with the big white sheet?
Big old bed. But you want to be up here. Just hanging out. What's the deal? Do you like it better up here? You just like being able to be above everybody? You're such a pretty boy. Yes, you are. Yes.
It is a pretty cat. I wish it wasn't in that situation, but it's a pretty cat. I had to stop and rescue a cat on the road the other day, and then I didn't know what to do with it, and it scratched me, so.
What do you want to bet? That the place where he said 100% pet friendly is not so pet friendly.
I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know why you want to be here. Hey, Shadow, look up here, me. That's a big boy. Okay.
You also see a neighboring building out there.
He goes. Well, wait a minute.
I think it's another set of apartments.
Asshole.
We see this chair here?
Yeah, what about the
This
chair?
window. There's a lamp in here somewhere. We see that chair right there?
The chair is not part of the room. The chair appears in another picture there's another picture of Bert. I think he's taking a picture of like his bed, and there's a wall over here, and the chair is right there to the side of it.
Hang on, let me just stop it for a second. Let's go back to the
AC unit window.
that his algorithm spotted a chair.
So pet friendly.
I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know why you want to be here. Hey, Shadow, look up here, me. That's a big boy. Okay.
You also see a neighboring building out there.
He goes. Well, thank you for hanging out.
We see this chair here?
Now he's going to say that his algorithm,
That chair goes. Hold on, I'll see if I can find the photo. You guys just keep watching Bert.
which is not an I think that this is just some idiot that one of his obsessed fan people, that chair tells him what room I'm in. I bought that chair in a yard sale, Bill, you idiot, for $10.
You idiot.
Months ago. And I
You
dragged it. I
idiot.
didn't want to have to sit in my bed when I wasn't on doing my show. You are an asshole. Let's keep going.
See this window?
Okay.
There's a lamp in here somewhere. We see that chair right there?
I guess I really don't want to show the whole world your butt.
AC? See the AC unit underneath the window?
Look, I mean, what kind of obsession is this guy got? Where are you going?
Yeah, I wish you might rescue the fucking cat, for sure.
Like a lightly. Down he goes. Down, go.
Dresser that we just missed off screen.
Oh, did we miss the dresser off screen? Let's go see. Let's go
So
see.
pet friendly.
I don't know. Let's see the
Building out
dresser.
there.
It's not a dresser. Oh my God, it's a TV stand. You won. Well, okay.
Well, thank you for hanging out.
We see this chair here?
Here is the image. Open image in a new tab. Here is the image that gives us the chair the next time. So see, we saw the chair from like it was off screen left. Now it's far screen right. There's a still frame with a chair.
A lamp in here somewhere. We see that chair right there?
Square lamp.
Show the whole world your
Square lamp shade.
AC unit underneath the window?
folks. What is wrong with this guy? Where are you going?
Yeah, I wish you might rescue the fucking cat, for sure.
Like a lightly. Down he goes.
What is wrong with
Dresser
me,
that just
chat?
missed off screen.
That's a TV table.
Sweep your floor, bro.
Tell me something.
Hey, that's not a dresser. That's a TV table. That's a TV table. You idiot. Got me.
Why are you up here?
I don't know what to say, dude.
Talking about we're talking to his cat or whatever. But then we end up with very, very, very similar
It was a piece of furniture that I literally saw this much of. I called it a dresser. I don't know what you want me to say.
features.
Look at this.
At this location, Bert. That's weird, huh? That's very strange. The supercomputer came back. I asked experts on the supercomputer, and they came back with a 99.99999% chance that this is it, bro. You got to be more careful. Like what? Fully furnished, flat screen TVs, free utilities, Wi-Fi access, low weekly and monthly payment options, special corporate and group rates, guest, a laundromat, guest
Listen.
on-site, free parking, elevator access, close to the strip, across from South Premier.
I left out some stuff there because it was too identifying. Right, exactly where it's at.
Terms and conditions apply. Nearby restaurants, shopping, entertainment. This is nuts.
All right, folks, I want you to notice.
This is not a pet-friendly location. That's exactly the way it's written on the website. You thought it was a dresser? If you look right here, it says this is not N-O-T, all capitalized. I guess I can zoom in. Hold on. Some of you guys are watching on your phone. This is not a pet-friendly location. Now, this is just one of their locations, but if we scroll down, the second one says this is not a pet-friendly location. If we scroll down even more, this is not a pet-friendly. They all say that.
First of all, notice these emojis. That's me without my shirt on. He took that picture off of my Facebook page, and then he's added.
That is him.
And when his people want to celebrate, I guess they use that emoji.
That I don't think that's him. To be fair, I don't think that's him. It is an emoji in the likeness that some people might think is him, but most people don't.
Over here in the chat room, you see people making comments. I mean, these people in this chat room are obsessed with me, okay? These are the haters. These are the women who were part of my show who quit. Go over and they call themselves Christians.
You guys used to watch Bert?
And they joined this jackass to attack
Well, we're all devil worshippers, so I don't know what they call themselves Christians for, Bert.
me. That's very Christian behavior. Let's continue watching. There's more.
Pet-friendly location. That's what happens when you plug stuff into that. This is it, bro. You got to be more careful. Like what? Fully furnished, flat screen TVs, free utilities, Wi-Fi access, low weekly and monthly payment options, special corporate and group rates, guest laundromat on site, free parking, elevator access, close to Strip, across from South Premier. Terms and conditions apply. Nearby restaurants, shopping, entertainment. This is nuts. A pet-friendly location. That's what happens when you plug stuff in. You got to be more careful, dude. Just stop posting shit like that. Somebody's gonna do it to you.
I think somehow he thinks that I invented as like a gag that he's going to destroy this supercomputer thing. I'm making fun of you, thinking that we have supercomputers running your location.
Somebody's gonna do it to you. We put it in the supercomputer, the Las Vegas supercomputer, and here we are. Now what am I supposed to do, Bert?
You're supposed to confront me in person so I can kick your ass.
Ooh, MMA style. Black belt, jiu-jitsu.
Anyways, shout out to Scott. Scott had the day off for Labor Day. Bert posted that video on Labor Day. Scott tracked him down. Good job, Scott. Scott's what I named my supercomputer, by the way.
So he's making fun of the fact that I told you guys a year ago that there's an algorithm out there that can be used to track stuff down. I don't know how Scott figured it out, but he did. It's the orange wall, ladies and gentlemen. That's why they think they know where I am. It's the orange wall.
Well, did it help that I put up a picture with a gigantic circle around the orange wall? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you, there is no supercomputer. It's the orange wall. Yeah, it's circled in the picture I'm showing. It's circled in the other image that I just showed you. Yeah, there's a big orange wall there.
Acronym, but I don't have time to explain it to you fucking dum-dums in chat, okay?
See all the
Thank you guys for being here. Now I'm over to Discovery Confessional. If you want to support the show, buymeacoffee.com/coldbeer because the website's
Now listen to him promote his show now for tips.
messed up currently. And I know the bot will put the website in chat. That's just because it's on a timer. Like if there's so many messages, plus a certain amount of time has passed, it'll throw it in there, but I don't feel like turning it off right now. So either way, go to buymeacoffee.com/coldbeer or use, bits or whatever's built into Twitch or YouTube, whatever's going on. We actually did get a donation through Rumble the other day, and I forgot to announce it until after the show, but thank you for that donation. I appreciate it. That's how we pay the bills. So thank you guys for doing that. Trump made an appearance today. He said
Okay, so right here in the chat, it says Bert has a new supporter, but he has no idea who. Shh. Who is this person?
Uh-oh. Who is this person?
That's Jay Bird. Okay, so Jay Bird is
Uh-oh. Jay Bird busted.
the first clue that I thought.
So Jay Bird is claiming that Bert has a new supporter out there.
They can make accounts faster and you can delete them, baby.
No idea who Edith really is. Shh. Oh, really? See what I'm talking about, you guys? This is what I'm talking about. Is why I try not to put your names out there. Because they will attack you like they attack me. They're claiming that Edith is one of them. And Edith is created this new group that's gotten us more viewers and more thumbs up. And here's Stuart saying, hello, Mr. Burt. Because here come the haters now. I'm going to go cut to the end of Will Burton's show last night. Or not last night, the other night. When he did.
Okay, let's do it.
This is the end of the show. And you have to listen to it. When he says goodnight, he leaves the chat up. And let's just go watch it.
Okay. Now, I'm going to tell you, Siegel Suites has many locations in Las Vegas or around that area, right? Many locations. Just a big area, and they got a lot of weekly and monthly rentals. Long-term stays. Bert didn't have to confirm it, but he did.
I can tell you this about this douchebag happens to see this. This is a song somebody wrote for him.
Mansions has RB.
Balls to call out the people on this planet.
He's really a bitch.
And tell them exactly who they are and tell the rest of the world.
No S.
You don't have to fork in balls. You don't have balls.
Okay, Scott. Here we go. I take a start of shit. Listen off. This about to get lit. Remember to check out Siegel Select. Siegel Select Suites. Here we go. I take a start of shit. Las Vegas, Nevada. Get lit. Get the place in best. You know that stage is set. You better put
There's more.
You ain't saying nothing yet. I'm a lunatic.
There's more.
Wait, that's shit. How much fully but y'all take Jesus. Praise the Lord. Hell to the extreme. All these false thoughts can profit to profit off of gossip. Worshiping drums. Cocking Vegas world. 7260 South Las Vegas Boulevard. East Rapid Chappie. Las Vegas, Nevada. 89119. Hey, yo, God, 89119.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's called boxing.
Ooh, that, ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
People, aliens, say, what's next? Trump and press, fucking clean on desk. Are we calling the best time at 5G towers? So you holding the Spin socks. Superpowers? Marshmallow peeps are my favorite. Listen off, this is about to get lit. Get the place in Spin socks, the Siegel Select.
Wait till Bert finds out I'm actually Land. You've been playing the long game, brother.
The safe shadow.
Send socks to shave. Send socks to single sweets to save shadow.
What he just did was he gave out the address of the place I live.
What? I gave out an address. You told everybody it was the place you live.
They figured it out because of that orange wall. But
And I don't. Why? Why you out here? Why you out here exposing yourself?
I'm going to show you something. This is on the front door.
Okay.
This is on
the front door, guys. He's about to put me in my place. This is on the front fucking door. Pet in sweets. What a egg on my face, chat. Egg on my face. Here I was in the middle of a private investigation by reading the website. And boy, did they catch me with my pants down.
Screw you, Wilbird.
Screw you, Will. It says pet and sweet. Screw you.
They are quite aware of the fact
How do you get so upset, Bird? It's the internet, bro. God damn.
that I have a pet. And we are allowed to have pets. This is one of the few properties that allow them. There are several of these hotels and weekly extended stays in this town. Probably 20.
And you confirmed the one that you lived at. Good job.
This was on my door. This was on my door yesterday. This happens twice a month, at least, and I've been here a year. Management comes into this room twice.
Oh, my goodness. Dear valued residents, in an effort to maintain our community, we will be changing your air filters and testing drains and smoke alarms in your apartment on 9/5/2025 in accordance with local laws. This notification,
A month.
this is notification of entry to your unit.
And if to maintain our community, we will be charging your air filter, changing your air filters and testing drains and smoke alarms in your apartment on 9/5, which is tomorrow, in accordance with, and there's the law. Thank you, management. They're quite aware. They all know.
They're quite aware that my cat lives here. Yeah, I was just reading the website, but I wasn't going to go past that. Like, I wasn't... I wasn't going to do like a fucking cat dander CSI test or some shit.
Shadow. They all love Shadow. But this was another attempt for them to kick me out. To get me kicked out.
Have you ever thought that I just make fun of you on the internet and no one actually calls? You just get busted trying to hide a cat in your room? Because I've never called a hotel.
It's unbelievable. Another attempt for them to get me kicked out where I'm living. I don't know if Stuart's
I don't trust that Stewart guy.
genuine or not, Stuart, but I appreciate it. But this is why I don't trust anybody. This is why I worry about. This is why I kick people out of this room all the time. Now my haters know where I live. They don't know what apartment I'm in.
Well, that might be accurate.
But they know where I live now. So, folks, if something happens to me, if on my way through the parking lot to take out my trash or walk over to the convenience store, if you hear that something happened to me, first of all,
Wilbur did it. Call the cops.
I've notified the authorities.
Of course we know the fucking apartment number. Of course I fucking know the apartment number. Of course I didn't go on and verify your address. You did that, idiot.
Both in Nevada and in Tennessee of this matter.
Both authorities in Nevada and Tennessee know.
Girls got with them and said, oh, you had me scared that you weren't allowed to have Shadow.
Yeah, Stewart's a guy that I know for sure.
That's the reason I moved here, was because they allow pets.
Piece of shit.
The reason
I don't
I pay
know.
so much to live here. It's almost $500 a week to stay in this place.
Oh my God.
And yes, I am facing an eviction right now because I haven't got any money. And I'm fighting like hell. I've been asking.
So he rolls this into these people are being mean to me online. Also, to defeat the devil worshippers who are trying to get me to become homeless, send me money.
You guys for days and days and days for a money bomb. And I get a couple of.
I need a money bomb. I need a money bomb now. I need basically the Zelle version of when they put you in that box with the clear plexiglass and turn on the fans and you're supposed to catch dollar bills. That's what I need in my Zelle account.
of donations every now and again. And I totally understand that everybody's got money problems. But these people will celebrate like hell if I do get evicted. I'm not going to tell you how much time I've got before I have to pay it, but it's pretty quick. I got to pay it.
I got paid pretty quick. I can't tell you when. But it's pretty quick.
Quick. Or they will. And with these people calling down there, which I'm already absolutely positive that they've already gotten phone calls.
Don't call Bert's apartment. Don't call Siegel Select, because he just used that ammunition. I don't even think anybody has called, but that's his way to say, you got to send me money. They're already calling. I can't be behind now because they're going to kick me out, because these people are already, the devil worshippers are getting together and they're calling.
And they're, how much aggravation are they going to want to put up with? So his little army are attacking me to the point where I may end up, I don't have a car.
I would rather have one shadow in the hotel room than two shadows in the Burt, or whatever that saying is.
When my car,
the enemy, you know.
When the insurance company paid me for my car when that accident happened, they didn't pay me enough to fix it because it's old.
Years.
So
they've been paying everything.
Total package. I used that money instead of fixing the car. I'm already absolutely positive that they've already gotten phone calls. And they're, how much aggravation are they going to want to put up with? So his little army are attacking me to the point where I may end up, I don't have a car. When the insurance company paid me for my car when that accident happened, they didn't pay me enough to fix it because it's old and they totaled it. So they gave me what they considered to be the total package. I used that money instead of fixing the car. I used that money to pay the rent. I needed another $1,100 to get the car fixed, and I still rent money too. So I had to make an executive decision: keep a roof over me and Shadow's head, or me and Shadow go live in a beat up old car. I could do
okay.
So I made the choice to let them have the car, the repair shop. You can have the car. Will Bird is over there telling people how to buy him a six-pack. He doesn't even have his own website, so he uses this website that allows him to have people go over there and they pretend to buy him.
Guys, do I have my own website? I don't know why. He can't even get his own website. He can't do it. He doesn't have one. Bert, I own so many domain names that I forget sometimes some of the domain names that I own. Okay? I still own Patriot Honkers. Okay? I got websites coming out the ass.
Buy him a six-pack of beer, or they buy him a case of beer, and that's just putting money in. And it's kind of like on my website where I have those logos for sale. But you're not really buying the logo because you want the logo. You're buying the logo because you want to help me out financially. But in return, I do sign the logo and I send it to you. And on the website, we have them for sale from $50 to $500. And a couple of years ago, people were buying the $500. I sold a couple of them. The only reason that the
couple years ago
logo was there was because back then I couldn't get PayPal. I didn't have Zelle, or people weren't using Zelle. It was like nobody ever heard of it. So we created that. Well, here I was.
Nobody had ever heard of Zelle. Well, your audience, maybe.
I was going to come on here this week and celebrate the fact that I finally got my website back.
Hell yeah.
And now I'm under attack by these assholes. They're going to.
Actually, you've been posting since yesterday when you couldn't get your show to start. You couldn't get your audio to come on. That you were going to be coming on and had a ton of stuff and someone really big to expose. A really big expose.
That are surely without a doubt watching right now, and surely without a doubt airing this for his room full of hatred that exists over there for whatever the hell reason. But he's attacking everybody that supports Trump, even though he supported Trump until about 6 months ago.
6 months. Where does that put me? Nah, you're way off.
Or they buy him a case of beer, and that's just putting money in. And it's kind of like on my website where I have those logos for sale. But you're not really buying the logo because you want the logo.
Except I don't look like Asian Donnie Carmen. No. What's the fucking name? Donnie Osmond. Donnie Carmen, somebody I went to high school with.
The logo because you want to help me out financially. But in return, I do sign the logo and I send it to you. And on the website, we have them for sale from $50 to $500. And a couple of years ago, people were buying the $500 logo. I sold a couple of them. The only reason that
couple of them at least
was there was because back then I couldn't get PayPal. I didn't have Zelle, or people weren't using Zelle. It was like nobody ever heard of it. So we created that. Well, here I was going to come on here this week and celebrate the fact that I finally got my website back.
Right. He thinks I pay people to hate him. We are all volunteers here.
And now I'm under attack by these assholes. They're surely without a doubt watching right now, and surely without a doubt airing this for his room full of hatred that exists over there for whatever the hell reason. But he's attacking everybody that
zelling me,
even though he supported Trump until about 6 months ago. This guy has no life and he has no show. His show is attacking.
No life, no show. Check. You got me.
The people. But you took it too far. You blocked me and now people know where I live. And now.
Don't show up when Bert's taking out his trash. Don't show up when Bert's buying cat food. Don't show up when Bert's walking to the gas station. Just don't show up. Okay? This is never what it was about. It was just a funny joke. Obviously, I would never condone anybody showing up in real life.
I have to go to my friend's house and get one of my guns back.
Uh-oh.
Which I put in the safekeeping of him because life was too tough for me. I was going through cancer. I was a little bit afraid of what I might do. So I said, you know what? I probably shouldn't have a gun right now. Well, I guess it's time for Bert to put his gun back in his pocket.
That's a good move.
So if you come for me, I'm not going to let you get away with it. Girls Got Rhythm said, Bert, you can't worry and you can't give them give these people time with.
Robert Land's hateful as fuck. You're right.
I have to. If pets
He
don't worry
has
about
to.
don't you understand? These assholes have been given their marching orders. This is where Bert lives, you guys. If you're in Vegas,
Have I ever said that? Have I ever told anybody that? Have I ever even implied that? Like, hey, that's where Bert lives, guys. If you're in Vegas, you know what to do.
everybody's worried about
Obviously not.
shadow too. I'm worried that when I'm out going to get something to bring back in the house, when I'm going to go across the street and buy some cat food, then I'm going to get jumped and not be able to make it back to my apartment and not take care of my cat. And they're going
That you're going to get jumped and not make it back to your cat. What?
everybody's worried about shadow. I'm worried about shadow too. I'm worried that when I'm out going to get something to bring back in the house, when I'm going to go across the street and buy some cat food, then I'm going to get jumped and not be able to make it back to my apartment and not take care of my cat. And they're going
Who's jumping you and getting you all choked up over cat food, buddy?
I aired this because I wanted you to see what they're trying to
I wanted you to see what I'm going to tell you to see. And then I'm going to say when I really need money because of these people.
Well, you got it wrong, Will. I'm allowed to have my damn cat.
Ah,
And people in there, somebody needs to rescue the cat.
Hurts.
Happiest cat in the whole world right there.
it hurts.
At night, when it's late, I open the door and he runs up and down the hall. The neighbors come out and they say, hey, Shadow. I don't do it early in the day because there's a lot of traffic out there. But at night, when there's nothing else going on, I give him a chance to run up and down the hall. I sit out there with him and I toss the ball. He chases it. My neighbors have no problem with my cat. Neighbor across the hall's got a dog. Down the hall, they got a dog.
Oh.
Good news is, ladies and gentlemen, that Bert Lynch
Yeah, he said that. He said that he went and saw somebody and got paperwork so that him and the cat can't be thrown out of hotels now for emotional support, blah, blah, blah. But I think that was all a lie, right?
.com is back up and running. We thought we lost it. We thought we lost it. And I want to give a shout out to a guy named John over at GoDaddy. Because I was told by somebody else at GoDaddy that
You're telling people that I can't have a website, but you thought you lost yours?
I had waited too long to reactivate the website and that all the content had been taken down. And that even though you still own the name BertLynch.com, you don't have any content on it. And I called over there a couple of days ago and I said, why are you still sending me a bill for my website when I've been told that the website is no longer in existence? Why did you do that? Well, if we sent you a bill, the website still exists. I said, not according to the person I talked to the other day. He goes, I'm looking right at it, sir. He said, if you pay the $58, I can have it up running in 10 minutes.
Okay.
I sent you my last $58.
Birdie Smollett.
There you go.
There you go. BertLynch.com back up and running, baby.
And I tell you this for this reason. I desperately need help from my audience. You can now donate there, or you can Zelle and PayPal, which you guys have been doing for the last few weeks, I'm sorry. Let me see. Where's the best place to put this? Right there. BertLynch.com. That's not a link. That's just a way for me to show you how to spell my email address. And if you want to Zelle a donation tonight, I desperately need your help. I need to raise 2 weeks' rent immediately. Actually, a little more than 2 weeks' rent because of late fees. You can make a donation at the site. I won't see that until next Monday or Tuesday. It might be too late. You can make it through Zelle or PayPal. And folks, the store is back up and running. If you haven't read my bio, you can go over there and read my bio right there. I'm not going to read it to you, but you can go read the bio. This is my original studio. This was in my house a year and a half ago. This is a studio that I had to tear down. They gave me 6 hours to get all of this out of that house, and I took it and put it in storage. I'm paying a ridiculous amount of money to have all of this stuff in storage.
Wow. Why are you paying to store all this shit? You know how long it's going to be before you need this equipment? Holy shit.
There's Raise Up Old Glory if you want to check it out. And folks, the store
You can spend the next 5 years on a cell phone, Bert. Just growing the fucking audience.
is open. You can make a purchase at the store. All of these items are available with the exception of Raise Up Old Glory, the CD. The CD is on back order. What does back order mean? Back order means I've got too many bills to pay to go and order 200 or 1,000 or 500 CDs from the manufacturer that makes them right here in Las Vegas. If I were, let's just say this. Let's say, hypothetically, I was to go on a show.
Hypothetically.
Somebody else's show that has millions of viewers. And they played Raise Up Old Glory the way Brad Barton did. And I said, if you want a copy of that CD, you can go to my website and buy it. When the orders come in, I have a week to get them to you. Let's say we sold 500 CDs, which is what we did.
Good Lord.
With Brad Barton. A similar situation. Let's say we took 500 CDs at $20 a pop. I make a phone call the next morning to the manufacturer, and within 24 hours, I'd have those 500 CDs and be able to start shipping them the next day. And all of my financial troubles would be over. All of them. That's how easy and
All of them. Just sell 500 of my CDs to the 6 people watching, and all of my financial troubles are over.
Quick and fast, we can straighten out what's going on over here. But while I'm still struggling and barely getting by, people like Will Bird and those assholes that watch his show, and they all are assholes, cannot go to sleep.
Bert, if you just reach out to me, I would consider sending you a monetary donation to get you back up on your feet.
At night, unless they try to figure out a way to mess with me and Shadow. If you want to make a purchase over at the store, right there's the way you do it. Just go right in there, click on it, click on the item that you see. There's three pages full of products. These are all custom made.
Bert E. or Lynch. Well, I suppose.
There's the Burt Lynch duffel bag.
What goes around comes around.
Also a Shadow duffel bag. I think we're able to get the Shadow teddy bear now. I'll have to double check that. For a while, Canada wouldn't ship it. I think they're open now. There's a Shadow duffel bag. Those are pretty expensive items. They're $70, but they're very nice. There's a Shadow portrait that is signed by Shadow. Well, it's got a paw print on it. I signed his name.
Well, I lost my investor, and now she's a hater.
He can read, but he hasn't learned to write yet. Now Wilbur go, that's a lie. Cats can't read.
Accurate. I'm calling that one a strike. Cats can't read.
He has no life. He has 2 kids and a wife, and he spends how long a day out on the internet screwing around with people like me and my audience? Must be a miserable life you live, buddy. If I had 2 kids, I'd spend all my time with my kids.
You have a kid that you spend 0 time with. He just said he has a wife and 2 kids. Miserable life. If I had 2 kids, I would spend all of my time with them. You have 1 kid, and you spend 0 time with them. So suddenly, if you had another kid, somehow you're going to spend... Get the fuck out of here, dude. I'm actually blessed to be able to spend a lot of time with both my sons.
Just saying. That's just me.
That's just me.
Everything there.
That's just Bert. That's just Bert. That's just Bert. If he has a kid, he's spending time with them, unless it's the kid he already has that he doesn't spend any time with. But the next one? The next one, by God, I'm going to check that box.
If you make a purchase there, you end up helping this show stay on the air, and that's all I'm asking you to do. Okay, so there it is. BurtLynch.com is back up and running.
That's all he's asking. That's all we're asking you to do. That's all. All I'm asking you to do is, between the 6 of you in chat, buy 500 CDs.
The man over at GoDaddy named John. I told him to watch the show, and I told him I was going to give him a shout out because he was looking at my website. Man, that's a hell of a studio you got there. I wish I still had it, John, but now we're.
He was just making small talk, dude. He could care less. They just want to get your payment. They'll even tell you things like, if you don't pay by the end of the day today, you know, your domain name won't expire for 6 months, but you'll probably lose all the data on your website, which you fell for. And then you called in the next time, and he's like, oh, no, it's still here. I could actually get you up and running today. That's a sales tactic, Bert.
We're over here, and we're doing the best we can. And my motivation the other night for having Shadow's little video put up was to promote the show, because you could see the studio.
Yeah.
You can see the studio in the background.
Yeah, that's what the shadow video was, is to promote the show.
There is what we're working with now. So far.
Bum, bum, ba, bum, bum. What do you think about Owen Schroyer, Bertrude?
From what I had before.
Was that in the first part of the show? Does anybody know?
The best I can. There's the chair that Wilbur thinks belongs to the room. It's actually mine. I bought it in the yard sale. And there's.
I don't think it belongs to the room. You're missing the point. Chair was on the right of the screen. No, chair was on the left of the screen. When we go to a separate image, now chair's on the right of the screen. We can tell that there's the same room. But okay.
The little TV tray that he thinks is a corner of a dresser that we saw a piece of.
Uh-oh. You got me. It was a different piece of furniture. No, he does not need 6 fucking screens. He can run everything he's got off one. It is handy to have 2, okay? Because you can have one screen, like the way I first started when I only had 2 screens. I had one screen that you guys saw everything on. I couldn't hide it from you. I couldn't get rid of it. If I put it on that screen, I even had a red piece of tape on the very top of it, just to remember. If I took something, because I was afraid of like exposing private messages and phone numbers and address, shit like that, right? So I even put a piece of red tape on it, and it said on air, like on air screen. And if I put anything on that screen, you guys saw it. Now, The other screen, I could see everything on, no matter what, obviously. And if I had something that had like private messages I need to read to you or whatever, I would keep them on screen 1, and you guys would be watching screen 2. Now I have 3 screens I use for the stream. One is prep, one is what you watch, one is stream output. So I can see exactly what you guys are seeing. And then I've got one that is like an old ass Dell monitor, but I've got it vertically just for chat. So chat has their own screen. But I can still do everything I do off 2 screens easily.
So that's been addressed. We're gonna leave it alone from there on out.
And if you get to the place where you need more screens, if you're going for productivity, there is some merit in buying one bigger screen and then letting Windows divvy it up. And like you could buy a bigger screen, like a TV size screen, right? Instead of buying 2 more monitors, and you can have Windows cut that into 4 or 6 monitors, like virtual monitors, and you have all these different screens. It's pretty awesome. The people who use those big ass gamer screens that are like fucking the curved monitors or whatever usually split those when they're not playing games. They split them for productivity into like 3 screens or 6 screens or whatever.
So much more to cover. Let's get back to the news. You guys have any comments, any questions? Feel free to ask away. I see the.
All right, did someone say, does he think the kids don't go to school and stay up all night? Well, that's plenty. Yeah. I spend way more time than my dad could have ever spent with me. And it's mostly because like I got the fucking disability and all that shit. But yeah, I spend more time with my kids than most fathers, including the one on the screen.
The only person who's really saying much is Girls Got Rhythm and Stuart, who seems to be new to the room. Stuart, forgive me if I don't remember you from being in here before. It's possible that you have been.
Stuart, you son of a bitch. You sly son of a bitch. You got him. You got him again.
If I don't recognize you. After a couple of times, we all.
Hey, I will say this. There was this woman in Bert's chat the other day, and I think he scared her off or something. He like banned her at the end, then tried to unban her. I don't know. Damn it, what was her name? I think I typed it down. There was this woman in chat the other day that knew everything about Bert. Bert's son, Bert's wife's name, knew everything about Bert. I wonder if we could find her. Bert thought it was a troll at first, and then he said, like, email me or reach out to me or something, and then he went to delete one of her messages because I keep saying her. I don't know. What was the name, damn it? It doesn't matter. Anyways, he went to delete one of her messages for some reason. I don't even remember why. And then he accidentally banned her. And then she said he unbanned her, and she said sorry or something like that, and hasn't been back. So I don't know. But if I could get a hold of that person seems like they got the deets. And especially if Bert's already pissed them off.
We all tend to know all of the people in the room. There's 110 people watching now. Let's see what this exposing my enemies portion of the show has done to our likes and dislikes.
I'm not your enemy, Bert. Okay. Cholesterol is.
So now we have more thumbs down than we do thumbs up, which means all of his people are heading over here. All his
Were you guys all over there? Thumbs down in it?
supporters and the people in the chat room. But we have 25 thumbs down and 24 thumbs up. So you guys, if you can, and you haven't already done it, please do the thumbs up and please consider following me. The follows help us make more money on the back end from Rumble. Rumble pays us. We just got a Rumble payment. It was a very small one, but we just got it, and it was money that I owed out to a bill. I never even saw it. It went straight to pay a bill. Robert says, Tawana talk.
Well, I don't know if that's the way it works.
Oh, Tawana, I've already talked to the lawyers. They told me exactly the problem. Will Bird is broke on his ass. He's as broke as...
Ooh, Will Burt is broke on his ass. Broke on his ass. He doesn't have... Okay. I'm just going to tell you. If you had a good lawyer, okay, they would do a fact-finding mission to see if the person's actually broke, right? But whatever.
I am. I can't sue him.
I don't know. When the person's allegedly, like Bert says, doing it on contingency, maybe we won't go in that in depth. But I have personally had lawyers that I had to pay to send out requests for financial statements and shit like that to see if they were suing.
It's a civil lawsuit. And they won't take the case because there's no money to be made on it. Robert says, the people
Maybe I'm sitting on $1 billion cajillion dollars.
watch his show, in my opinion, are devil worshippers. Just listen to his music and look at his page.
Listen at his music. They're devil worshippers.
The guy's pure evil. I agree with him. That song, somebody wrote that song for him. And in the beginning there, you hear Scott McKay saying, you don't have a fork in guts, or whatever it is. That was Scott McKay. I know.
That was Scott McKay melting down about me trolling him. Melting down. Honestly, you should be mad about this too. It's kind of shitty that you're not, to be honest with you, if you want to keep calling yourself a veteran. Scott McKay was handing out Purple Hearts to people who never served in the military. Instead, it was people promoting QAnon and losing their accounts on social media. Not only did he call it a Purple Heart, he called them Purple Heart Warriors, he called them Purple Heart Heroes, and his little award, the little image he made to give to people and put on merch and had printed off and gave to his friends and family and sold, was in the likeness of the actual Purple Heart Award. If you had any fucking honor, you'd be pissed about that. Not talking about how I used to like him, but he's still now kind of cute, and I don't know if he likes me. But I'm thinking about sending him a note that says, check yes or no if you like Bert.
Scott McKay. I've done shows with Scott McKay. Got his phone number. When I sang and did the national anthem for his event here in Las Vegas, I was still kind of involved with that QAnon thing, but I'm not anymore. So Scott and I aren't going to be crossing paths. I don't dislike the guy. I just don't agree with the QAnon thing. And I thought the truthers could get along even if they didn't agree, but apparently we can't. Apparently we cannot.
So you can't even get along with your own side, and you're wondering why I'm laughing at you? Well,
I'm not going to show it tonight, but I'm going to tell you what I have put together, and I've been trying to decide whether or not I was going to air this, because I don't want to air the garbage. I want to be
exposed. Exposed. We're going to expose them.
So I'm sorry to the audience. Facebook posted a memory of when Brad Barton and I were hanging out together. So I went into the archives of his show, and I found the three shows, actually, where he had featured my songs on his show. One of them was before we all went to Oklahoma to the Clay Clark event. The next one was right after the Clark event, where he was telling everybody in his room that he met me, hung out with me for 3 days. Bert's the greatest guy. He's awesome. You guys, it was great that you helped him out. And we made so many contacts. And he started listing off all the people that he met there and all the things he was going to do with those people. And he mentioned Darlene Chapman. He mentioned me. He mentioned was praised to high heaven.
Chapman is, to be fair, Rita Big Thumbs, who I do not praise very often, is trying to get off the Trump train, it seems. Thank God. She's not leaving this alone. She deleted a bunch of the posts after massive backlash, but also much support, but still has come back time and time again to post even more strongly against the cult leader. Apostates are the biggest danger to cults for obvious reason. The cult is more apparent to anyone like a former cult member who is being attacked. Yes. So we got some Rita posts. It says, she's responding to Kathy Stevens Sanford, and it says, why do people always excuse everything Trump does? Trump is ushering in this AI and digital society on all of the American people. We don't have to try and make Trump look bad. He's doing that on his own. By the way, not only are these people sometimes most of the time, the strongest voice to wake up other like cult followers, but it's really hard on them too. Like changing everything that they believe for so long, and the people they used to call friends lashing out at them, sometimes it causes them to end their own life and shit. Anyways, that was the post. And then she shared, Trump announces Mark Zuckerberg's Meta's planning to spend $50 billion on Manhattan-sized AI data center. Kathy Stevens responds and says, this is 25 miles from where I live. It has already caused major issues in traffic on the country road and also interstellar around it. Rita Chapman says, Kathy Stevens, this is not something the Dems are doing. Stop making excuses for these horrible choices Trump is making and who is associating with him. There are no excuses for that. Ross says, Kathy Stevens, I live about an hour or less west of Holly Ridge, L.A. I live in Ruston, L.A. I'm not for this at all. There's a company that's building or about to build a plant close to Louisiana Tech that make microchips. Next post. Ross, that's the one I just read. Kathy comes back and says, I am not for any of it. What gets me is this type of stuff just doesn't happen overnight. Trump didn't plan any of this on his own. What part are all the other elected officials going to take? In Sterlington, they put a ton of solar panels, but we have hailstorms all the time. Crazy world we live in, and our children, grands, and great-grands won't be able to enjoy the simple things in life. Our roads are horrible. Because they have solar panels, your kids won't be able to enjoy their life. Whatever. Ross responds, yep. And then Rita comes back and says, no, it doesn't happen overnight. This is all part of the plan. Trump is part of the plan to help push this plan along. The people Trump is working with is disgusting, and Trump knows what he's doing, and he knows who these people are. Yet he is praising these people who are ushering in digital and AI technology. Trump is spending so much time on this when our economy is in the tank, our infrastructure is horrible. They are still pushing the deadly vaccines. We have to wake up and see what is actually happening instead of sitting back and making excuses for him. So now, like, I don't agree with Rita Big Thumbs, obviously, like vaccines, and she's super worried about AI and digital, whatever. I don't agree with her, but it's a big step, just that she's calling people out and not saying, you know, it's because he put bad people in charge or he got bad advice or the Democrats are doing it and making it look like Trump. She's literally calling out Trump, saying Trump is fucking this up, and people keep giving him a pass. So that's a positive step. We got to celebrate that, even if it's not the step you would have taken.
Linwood, I was there with him. I was sitting right next to him when he met Linwood. Joey, the guy who ran for governor here in Las Vegas, whose campaign I got involved in, whose campaign screwed me out of money, actually. I don't think Joey did it. I don't think he had any idea, but his people were crooked as hell. I don't say his people were crooked as hell. The people I dealt with who represented themselves. Let's put it that way. I don't want to get into a legal issue here.
Wait, here's one more post from Rita. It says, are you one of those people, one of those who is still waiting on the EBS, eating your popcorn and waiting on the Sara Gasara? I hate to tell you, but you need to throw away your stale popcorn and snap out of it and get back into facing reality. While we are being distracted by words like the first arrest will shock you or trust the plan, they are sneaking in a cashless society, and they are feeding us things to try and make us think things are happening that aren't. Simply to keep the American patriots from rising up and resisting this. People seem to think that this crypto is a good thing, and going all digital and cashless is the wave of the future. Well, a lot of y'all are missing the point. Yeah, everyone uses cards these days, but not having the option to pay in cash would potentially have some very serious ramifications, and we need to really think about how this will change everything. No more anonymous spending. As a consumer, every purchase could be tracked, as well as every penny that goes through your account. Can't stash your money aside anymore. Can't keep your money in a safe at home or in a drawer. Can't work under the table, side job. Someone pays you $100, the IRS is going to auto tax it, and you'll wake up to $60. Central bank digital currencies would be issued directly from Federal Reserve, and then it cuts off right there. But I don't share her concerns, but at least she's calling out the people above them, right? Which is good. Better than it should be. She also somehow gets a bunch of fake Epstein stories and shares them around, but at least she's calling somebody out, right? And I don't think anybody's trying to push 100% cashless right now. Less cash, for sure. That's coming no matter what. Maybe even getting rid of pennies and some other change. But cashless is just not, it's not even on the, reader will be dead before we're cashless.
Represented themselves to me as to say, we're going to put you in this, and then they just didn't do it. Okay? It's very likely that, there's a likelihood that they might have had the clout to do it. I don't know. But I supported Joey. And I did. And I voted for him. He didn't win. He didn't win the governorship. So Brad mentioned all these people. What's interesting now is that he doesn't talk to any of those people anymore. He has with Lynn Wood and Darlene Chapman.
He doesn't talk to you either.
And 4 or 5. And I thought
Lynn Wood kind of lost his mind and called Brad out for a little bit. Then Brad tried to make up with him, but it was never the same.
I would play that to you guys and point out the fact that he's not talking to any of them anymore. Mr. I'm doing this to save the patriot people. No, you got rich. You got rich off of it, man. And then you criticized all of us that didn't get rich. And you cut ties with us. Breaks my heart. That's what he did. And I went and found all the footage. I thought maybe one night I'll do a show on just that. You hooked up with Phil Godleski and said goodbye, see ya, to all the rest of us.
You have a really weak salute. Okay.
Okay, so let's get on with some of the more news. Nigel Farage was in front of Congress the other
So that's what you were wrestling with exposing?
day, and this Democrat rep immediately regrets trying to trap him. And I thought you guys might. Girls got rhythm since I was just going to say he got rich off you guys. And then they all criticized me for asking for donations. Most of these people are in it for the money. I've been in it for 2 years now.
There's a difference. I think fundamentally there's a difference between asking for donations while you're sort of supporting yourself and the show's supporting it and you're making money here, making money there, and people can donate. Maybe you're even working a job to make it work. And then expecting donations, refusing to get a job, saying that stuff is beneath you, that you can't take a job because X, Y, and Z. Nobody will hire you because A, B, and C. And you expect the audience even to go into their messages and say that they're lying about their income, they're lying about how much they make, they're lying about this. I could never work at a bar. Are you kidding me? They'd Google my name and figure out that I owned a bar one time and they wouldn't hire me. I could never do that. I got to be right here in Las Vegas. How am I going to watch the news so I can do my show? Like, holy fuck, dude. You're right. Every show does accept some type of monetary donation or kickbacks from ads they read or whatever. But no one acts like this. Well, very few people act like this, and they should be called out when they do.
Over 2 years, trying to just spread the word. I'm on here almost every night. Those people now that got rich, they hardly ever do a show. Once every blue moon, they do a show. I'm on here every night. I take a night off when I have technical problems, or I take a night off when I got to go. The other night I had to go apply for a job. Who applies for a job at night? It's Las Vegas. You want to apply for a job as a stagehand, you got to go do the show. The show is at night. You go and talk to a producer about doing your show in the theater. That producer's at that show at night.
That sounds pretty fishy.
So am I in this for the money? It's the only way I can make a living right now. I'm trying. This economy in this town is terrible. We have 20% unemployment here. The casinos aren't making any money. They've priced themselves out of business. They did it to themselves. But they're doing it to the people that work here. Because people that work here are losing their jobs left and right. It's hard to get people to stay in a hotel when they got to pay twice as much because it's the hotel fee plus the resort fee, which is as much as the hotel fee. But they tell you the hotel rooms are $49.95 and then there's a $100 resort fee that goes with it. And then you got to pay $24 to park. And then if you want a soda, it's $8. And if you want a beer, it's $12. And some of the casinos.
In July of 2025, the unemployment rate for Las Vegas, guess it, Las Vegas Metropolitan Statistical Area, MSA. Bert said it was 20%. What do you think the unemployment rate in Las Vegas Metropolitan Statistical Area is? Just guess, chat. 35, 12. $2.8, not that good. It's 6. It's 6%. About 74,000 people are unemployed that are actually part of the labor force. 6% in July, down from 6.5% in of last year, July of last year. It did go up just slightly. It was 5.8 in June, and then 6.0. But that doesn't seem like it's a trend. It seems more like kind of like an anomaly, right? Like, well, yeah, it kind of did. 6% is not bad, to be honest with you.
Those aren't even giving you free drinks while you're gambling anymore. And they want to know why there's nobody down. And people are coming here to watch football games.
We don't want a 0% unemployment rate, right? We don't want 0% inflation.
And hockey games. And they're not spending any money in the casinos. You did it to yourself, Vegas. You ruined a good thing. It's a sports town now. People show up on Friday wearing their jerseys. They check in Friday night. They spend Saturday partying with their friends at the sports book or in a sports bar. And they might drop a $20 bill in a machine. But come Sunday morning, they're at the game. And by Sunday late evening, they're in their cars and headed back to California. Way to go, Vegas. Brilliant move. Live entertainment doesn't exist anymore. It's a sports town, man. Put on a jersey. Nigel for...
I would say, like most places, Vegas held out a lot longer than a lot of other places. But live entertainment was kind of dipping to begin with. You know what I mean? Unless you're just like huge, right? You're doing like fucking concerts or you're like fucking Penn and Teller or somebody that's got that boom name recognition as soon as it goes. But they could take their show anywhere.
Ours had his way with these guys. It's hilarious. Check it out. I'm going to point out something about this Democrat. Wait till you hear the question and then I'll show you at the end. We're looking for the volume. Where's the volume? There we go. You can see it up there.
That's where you're coming to Milwaukee for. Why did you come to Milwaukee? You were here in 2024 in Milwaukee, weren't you?
I've been coming here since 1982 on a very regular basis. I work for American companies.
That's where you're coming to Milwaukee for. Why did you come to Milwaukee?
I've been to Milwaukee many times. I think
in 2024 was...
This is the Democrat that asked if the island was going to tip over if we put too many military assets on it.
The convention, the Republican convention.
I think you're right.
The Trump convention.
I think you're right. Very good.
Where Trump was coronated.
We won, didn't he? I mean,
We already knew who had won.
It's cool.
But it was his coronation, and you attended, and you also attended Trump rallies, correct?
I've attended lots of Trump rallies.
Like America Great Again rallies.
Yes.
And you
Optimistic, happy, wonderful, joyous.
publicly endorsed his.
I thoroughly enjoyed them.
You endorsed him for president, and you attended his election night watch party.
I did.
And you consider Trump to be your mentor, correct?
No.
He's not your mentor?
No.
Sorry. He is somebody who you want the support of, and you have the support.
Yes, I do. I think he's a very, very brave man.
Because you are getting ready to run for prime minister of
Listen to this.
correct?
Oh, I've been trying for years. Yeah.
And as it stands right now, you head up a party. How many seats in the parliament are there?
651. So if you would speak about it.
650.
Yes.
And how many are a part? How many seats does your party hold?
How many seats did the opinion poll say we're going to get next time? Is that
No,
right?
I mean,
I
the
see.
numbers don't lie. You only have 4 seats, right?
I'm afraid so, yes.
And so you are indeed the leader of a fringe party.
Oh, I'm fringe, all right. Don't worry about that. Yes, absolutely.
And as a fringe party leader seeking to run for prime minister of Great Britain, you need a lot of money in order to blow up like the MAGA movement has blown up.
What you need is a message of truth and a message of hope. And
You need money also, right?
Money's helpful, but it's not the primary
So
thing
the
you
first
need.
thing the first thing that came out of the chair's mouth this morning during his opening statement had to do with Elon Musk.
Yeah.
And you're carrying water for Elon Musk today, aren't you?
From what I can see, Elon Musk is abusive about me virtually every single week. It's a free country, so
But you never stop trying to ingratiate yourself with him.
Wrong.
Well, I mean,
Wrong.
you are familiar with the fact, Mr. Farage, that Donald Trump's campaign benefited to the extent of $250 million from Elon Musk.
How much
You are familiar with that,
How much
correct?
did Mr. Zuckerberg give to the Democrats? I mean, this is what happens.
He didn't give any money
Musk, let me be clear.
to the Democrats. He was sitting behind Trump with the rest of the tech bros, and you are here today to impress all of those tech bros, including Elon Musk. Is that correct?
I'm going to answer your question. Very, very honestly.
You need money from Elon Musk in order to get elected Prime Minister of Great Britain. That's the bottom line. Isn't that correct?
We consider all day as long as the chairman allows us. I don't mind. I had a very public falling out with Elon Musk.
But you're still trying to get some money from him, though.
Over.
Okay, so this went on for another 10 minutes, okay? Now, the reason I point to that, this is a Democrat
He got him good. He burned him.
from Georgia. He's the biggest idiot in Congress, in my opinion. It's Hank Johnson. He's a Democrat in Georgia. I think he's represents Atlanta. And the in the wording below, it was saying this is the guy that was afraid that Guam, through overpopulation, because the military was going to establish a base there. He said it. I think if you put all those people there, that Guam will tip over and capsize. Don't take my word for it.
I don't think that's what he actually said. No, I could be misremembering. Bert got me on that piece of furniture that I tried to identify by three square inches. But I think he asked the question, like, is there a danger if we put too much? Are we worried? Are we concerned about this? Still dumb.
Between one shore and the other. Is that correct?
I caught my stepson spying on me in the shower at the same time that my husband used this trick to get hard. I discovered something crazy with a Boston doctor. I almost fired him until I let my stepson test it on me at dawn in the
I don't have the exact dimensions, but to your point, so I think Guam is a small island.
Very small island, about 24 miles, if I recall, long.
He says could tip over and capsize. Johnson said to Admiral Robert F. Willard, commander of the U.S. Pacific Command, "My fear is that the whole island will become so overly populated that it will tip over and capsize," to which Willard replied, "We don't anticipate that." The next day, Johnson's office claimed that he was tremendously deadpan and had used a metaphor to draw attention to potential negative impact of adding 8,000 Marines and dependents to an island of 180,000 people.
I don't know why, but this thing's not responding. I'm sorry. I'm trying to fix it.
Island that at its
So basically his campaign claimed it was a joke.
widest level is 12 miles from shore to shore, and at its smallest level, smallest location, it's
Democrat from Georgia.
7 miles between one shore and the other. Is that correct? I don't have the exact dimensions, but to your point, so I think Guam is a small island.
Very small island, about 24 miles, if I recall, long. So 24 miles long, about 7 miles wide at the least widest place on the island.
Narrowest.
About 12 miles wide on the widest part of the island. And I don't know how many square miles that is. Do you happen to know?
I don't have that figure with me, sir. I can certainly supply it to you if you'd like.
Yeah, my fear is that this whole island will become so overly populated that it will tip over and capsize.
Unbelievable.
We don't anticipate that.
It does seem like he smiles a little bit there, but I mean, is that a joke? I didn't think it was a joke at the time when I saw it.
On the widest part of the island. And I don't know how many square.
His hand's kind of blocking it, but you can see the edge of his lip curl up. Maybe he thought he was joking. I didn't take it as that.
That is. Do you happen to know?
I don't have that figure with me, sir. I can certainly supply it to you if you'd like.
Yeah, my fear is that this whole island will become so overly populated that it will tip over and capsize.
Unbelievable.
See him start to smile right there. You just saw this muscle retract.
We don't anticipate.
And he drops it. And this guy smiles back and kind of jokes, but maybe it was a joke. I don't know.
Currently about 175,000, and again with 8,000 Marines and their families, it's an addition of about 5,000 into the population.
The whole island will become so overly populated that it will tip over and capsize.
We don't anticipate that.
God. Sorry about that stupid commercial getting in there. The man keeps getting reelected. Linus is going, who votes these stupid people in? The people of Atlanta. I told you guys before, once you get elected.
The people in his district, right?
To Congress, it's not hard.
If they want to elect someone that you believe is stupid, that's their choice.
Stay there forever, because you can't get people, especially during the midterms, to go out and vote. And a lot of these congressional elections are held in midterms. You only need a few thousand people to vote for them. And the way they advertise elections, the way they handle elections, the way they steal elections all the time, it's very, very easy for these people to stay in Congress forever.
It's Republicans who want less people to vote, by the way.
We need term limits. People like this guy should be term limiting out, have been president 4 different times. And I was elected as vice president of Delta Psi Omega. I ran for president. People like this.
Oh, God, here we go.
When I was in college.
Here we go. When I was in college.
I was elected as vice president of Delta Psi Omega. I ran for president. The person that beat me out had been president 4 different times and needed to go. But because there were no term limits, this person would get, during an election month, get several people to come down and enroll in a few classes in college so that they could come and vote. Then they just dropped the class and not continue going. And that's how they stayed president so long. So I ran on term limits. Nobody back then in 1983 was talking about term limits in Congress, but they should have been. I saw it right away, that it was a necessary thing. I didn't get enough votes to be president, but I became vice president of Delta Psi Omega. The next year, I left school and went professional as a stand-up comedian. I couldn't stay in school. I was traveling.
Sorry.
Much. So I knew term limits were necessary from personal experience. This guy's a perfect reason why he should not be in Congress. He shouldn't be allowed to vote for him. He's been there.
Please, 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 for the love of God, if there is a thread of truth to this statement, find me his set. Is this something that I really like, that I take pride in, that I would like to do? I've done some open mics and shit, but I didn't tour as a stand-up. Please find me Burt Lynch's comedy set.
Too damn long, stupid. Look at Nadler. Nadler can't even walk. They don't even show pictures of that guy walking anymore. He can't even walk across the room. The land say, Linus Democrats voted him in. Yeah, well, a handful of Democrats voted him in. That's right. Because a handful of Republicans don't even bother to go vote. And it's ridiculous the way our elections are being held right now. Oscars are saying they don't get voted in.
Is Delta Psi Omega have to do with theater?
They
That was somebody said.
Reinstalled over and over. Well, they are voted in, but they're voted in by a crooked system. Folks, I want to say to you this. I know I aired that crap from that guy about attacking me in shadow and boxing my where I live. They're coming after me hard.
About attacking? What did you hear about attack? Who said attacking?
And I've asked you guys to help. I haven't seen any yet, but I
had to listen to that crap about this guy attacking me in shadow.
Hoping that we start hearing the bell ding tonight. I'd like you to show them that you're with me. I'd like you to show them that you're with me, and you're not going to watch another show, basically stay on the attack until I'm done and toasting out of here. I need your help.
Okay.
Won't you join me?
Stand up to Will Bird. Won't you join me? Every head bowed, every eye closed. Just raise your hand if you need me to bring by the hat. Okay? You can toss in a 5 or a 10. Or maybe you want to buy 500 CDs tonight. Lord knows your heart. Don't you want to stand with me against the devil worshipers over there at CBC who are attacking my cat?
And I heard that crap from that guy about attacking me in shadow and boxing my where I live. This. I know I heard that crap from that guy about attacking me in shadow and boxing my where I live. They're coming after me hard. And I've asked you guys to help. I haven't seen any yet, but I'm hoping that we start hearing the bell ding tonight. I'd like you to show them that you're with me. I'd like you to show them that you're with me, and you're not going to watch another show, basically stay on.
You got to prove you're my fan. You got to prove you're my fan, and Jesus is better than the devil.
Attack until I'm done and toasting out of here. I need your help. Won't you join me? Even if it's $5, $10, use Zelle or PayPal.
Won't you join me? How creepy can you be, Bert?
Please. Linus says Nadler is old. He's 78. Yeah, he's 78 and he's about 300 pounds, and he can't walk. I had a clip I was going to show you, but I think I took it down. I don't think I'll be able to get to it tonight. Here is some more of RFK Jr. that I set aside yesterday to show you, and of course we couldn't get the show on the air last night. But I'm going to play it for you now. If this is what we already watched, I'll cut it. But I remember setting this aside last night, and I just kept everything up and in the archive so we could do it tonight.
I would say this, that first of all, I will confirm that we let go of Susan Minorities yesterday. I'm not going to talk about personnel issues, but the CDC is an agency that is very troubled for a very long time. Anybody who lives through the COVID pandemic and saw all of these bizarre recommendations that were not science-based, all the misinformation, understands that the CDC has on its website today among the top 10 medical innovations, greatest medical accomplishments in history was abortion. This is one of the greatest medical accomplishments because it keeps small families. Go to the website, look at it. Fluoridation, giving kids a toxin, and vaccines.
Oh, God.
Well, there's a lot of trouble at CDC, and it's going to require getting rid of some people over the long term in order for us to change the institutional culture and bring back pride and self-esteem and make that agency accelerate the competent functionality of that agency.
Do you know what this does to Bill Gates and Peter Daszak and Anthony Fauci? That they hid these documents we've been talking about for years with the lawyers suing us, or whether he was conned and set up, it doesn't matter. The story is that the House of Cards cover-up is falling. Kennedy is, well, Kennedy, yeah. And we know, and then the big headlines, oh, he's endangering Americans, say former CDC boss. They just fired.
I escaped it. This QAnon movement.
Good person does to rectify the mistake.
Trump was lied to, and he believed it. We were all lied to, and many of us immediately saw it as a lie. How is a Team Trump winner? How is this a Team Trump winner? Inability to perceive deception isn't what we should be cheering for in a president. We already had Joe Biden. Donald Trump was lied to by Pfizer. That's what he's saying.
And how he was conned. That's the proof of Trump being good.
Yep.
But it isn't about Trump being good. They created that fake debate.
The amazing part is there are people like me and people like you guys that were screaming this from the rooftops for the last 4 years. And he's finally heard us. This QAnon movement did so much damage to our country by getting so many patriots to just quietly sit there and wait for the movie to be over. They created a cult. QAnon is a cult. I escaped it. All those people had to use their energy on really doing the work instead of letting a bunch of CIA operatives convince them that all those people are actors, the real bad people have all been killed. We've been screaming about this. On this show, since I started doing this 2.5 years ago. We just got a donation. Thank you so much for the person who just sent that.
There you go. Got him.
And it looks
Bert Lanchizelli me.
I'm not going to say your names because you guys know why. But yes, we did. We've gotten 2 donations now. God bless you both. We will, privately, I will give a shout out to you, but I don't want to get you the same harassment that I've gotten. I am so-so. Just praise the Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Girls Got Rhythm says, Q, it's so stupid. It's so sad how many people fell for it. Listen, we wanted it to be true. In the beginning, we had people like Brad and Phil Godlewski convincing us that they had intel. They didn't have any intel. They still don't have any intel. Remember how Brad made this guy DC Intel famous to the point he's got his own show? If it hadn't been for Brad putting me on the show and playing my song and inviting me to the events, I wouldn't have a show right now.
That's what he did to you.
I'm not getting rich doing my show. He and DC Intel did. But now Brad won't have anything to do with DC either. DC was a phony. Pretended to be a marshal. Sent me a picture of a fake badge. I'm coming for you. Well, DC, now you know my address.
Oh, yeah, if you need his address.
Thank you to the 2 people that just sent me a donation. We need about 20 more like those. So I can fight back.
So he can really fight the devil.
If each and every one of you right now just sent $10. By the end of the night, we have enough for me to go down to the front desk and secure this place. And Girls Got Rhythm says when they don't.
Guys, right now, if everybody watching my show sent $10, I'd have a better day tomorrow. So there you go.
Show their faces. That's the first red flag. You mean like 107? I was the entertainment at the first event he ever went to where he exposed his face. That's why there was 2,000 people there to see it. And he was 3 hours late. I had to sit in the green room for hours waiting for that idiot to show up and go up there and do his speech. And by the time he was finished, the people had been in that auditorium since 9 o'clock in the morning, and it was now 10 o'clock at night. My show was supposed to start at something like 7:30, and it didn't start till after 10 o'clock. And the people were getting up and leaving. By the time my show started, half the people got up and left. They'd been there for 11 hours because he kept them waiting.
Pay him to stop streaming.
He sees the same way. He doesn't show his face either. But he'll send you pictures of his badge.
He's such a fraud.
And others that know me. What jackass. Will Bird sits over there and asks for donations all night long and then criticizes me for asking my.
Yeah, guys, it's that time again. Send me some donations.
To help me pay my bills. Well, what are you doing with the donation? Are you paying your bills? I'm just buying another vape pen.
Got him.
Yeah, I need your help. I can go sell this equipment and I can go down and take care of my bills. And I don't want the show.
Do it.
I know that I haven't hit it big in my show yet, but I say
buy another vape pen at buymeacoffee.com/coldbeer.
You know,
tell me what flavor. Next donation, it has to be, I think they're like $20, $25. Next donation for $20, $25, you pick the flavor.
How many quarterbacks play second string in the NFL for 3 or 4 years before they ever get a chance to start? And then they become huge superstars.
Oh, so you're already in the NFL. See, what it seems like, Bert, is you're trying to say like maybe you're second string in the NFL on a pretty good team. What it seems like to the rest of us is that you're a kid in kindergarten who may have seen a football once, but it also could have been a bird. Not sure.
That happened to Tom Brady. That happened to a lot of guys. sometimes you just have to keep working at it. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm not giving up. I mean, so many people have contacted me private. It's time to just fold it up, forget about it. If I fold it up, forget about it, and sell all this stuff just so I can pay a couple of bills, I'll never do it again because I'm not going to go out. I'm not going to go out and replace all this stuff at new prices because it's a lot more to replace it to buy it new than it is to keep.
You're getting a message now, Demeter. I'm going to send you a message and ask you for $2.
Like it is. And the work that goes into putting all of this stuff together in this room, just in this room, the work that goes
amazing.
Is
the workload Bert has.
It would take me
the way Bert can work a load.
Just a few minutes to take it all down and take it to
all of these are
take it to a point.
Science base, all the misinformation.
It would take me only a few minutes to do that. But it would take me hours and days to put it back together again. Hours and hours and days. Really, seriously. And I'm not going to do that. It seems like it's not even really worth bringing up, but I am going to bring it up. There's talk, there's video going around of people throwing things out the window of the White House. Trump says that's AI. The White House says it really happened. It's hard to say. But
why would Trump, the question is, why would he say that when the White House has already said it was a contractor?
Trump's take on it.
And he's like, anything that bad that happens is AI.
Number one, they're sealed. And number two, actually, you can't open the windows. You know why? There's cameras all over the place, right? Including yours.
He didn't just say, oh, that's probably AI. He goes and says you can't open the windows. Then he says even if you could open the windows, they're 600 pounds apiece. But clearly we see a contractor doing it.
No, but every window, I've never seen a window that's... In fact, my wife was complaining about it the other day. She said 100 pounds, you have to be pretty strong.
Anytime he comes up, anytime he's asked a direct question, he's like, he says a statement, then he tries to back it up. Then he's like, in fact, I was just talking to the head of NVIDIA. That's a lie, right? So it's all a lie. It's a lie when he doesn't know, so he makes up an answer. And then he tries to back it up in a different way just in case he's wrong, right? So first it was the windows don't open, but he's like, I don't know if that's 100% true. So even if they did open, they're 600 pounds. That's a lie. Then he's like, well, both those could be wrong, so I'm going to blame it on somebody else. Actually, my wife said she wanted to open the windows, but they're sealed. That's what she told me. I don't know. They said they're sealed.
Open them up. No, that has to be. Where was it? They're all sealed.
Go there and see if the walls are painted orange. They're going to make a big deal about this now. And there's going to be all kinds of people, Will Bird will get somebody to go over there and see if the walls are painted orange.
Yeah, maybe. It would only be because Trump smudged his face up against them. While fucking Vladimir Putin was giving it to him behind.
Unbelievable. All right, so it's time for me to show you this again. Berklinks.com, ladies and gentlemen.
We didn't even have a break from the last one.
It's time for me to show you. It's time for me to show you this again. Berklinks.com, ladies and gentlemen, is back up and running. We've had 2 donations. Both of them, I think, were sent over by Zelle tonight. We need 20. We need to see 20 donations tonight. Okay, so I'm rooting for you guys.
20 minimum.
Please help out tonight. It's plentyofvitamins.com. I'm going to help myself. Oh, my God. This is the bad wheel. I'm sorry. Drag and drop it.
Knows what's at stake. Why do you think ICE is not going to show up around voting and polling booths to chill participation? You know that. Everybody knows what's at stake.
Why does Gavin think that ICE would scare off voters? I mean, sure, you don't have to show an ID to vote, but you do have to be a citizen. I just don't know why that would be a concern. Oh, wait a minute.
Why does a militarized police scares people off that are citizens all the fucking time? Are you retarded?
No, that doesn't make any sense. I've been told elections are safe to think that ICE...
me. DC.
Explosive documents proving Obama manufactured fake Russian intelligence.
Yes, he did.
Oh my God, this guy seems legit.
That has the deep state absolutely terrified. Bondi officially convened a grand jury, and now we are getting reports as of last night. It's not just any grand jury, right? We've been talking about this a lot. But the cold hard reality is that no conceivable court inside the Beltway of DC would ever even consider convicting Obama and his ilk. We also pointed out that the good news in all of this
Check out the good news.
is that there are statutes that carry baked-in venue flexibility.
No, you're trying to pull a coup here.
Okay.
I think you're about to lose an election. What you getting ready to do?
A coup would mean there's a king, and you aren't the king, you're the sheriff, and you're
the sheriff of this county. I thought that's the closest thing to a king there is. And you are jeopardizing your career.
My career. You're so close to retirement. What do you think about your pension? You're going to be able to touch your pension. I know you got kids. I know you got a wife. Even if you went through a divorce, she still needs alimony money. I know you still owe her. I know you're not as up and up as you think you are. I know your nose isn't totally clear.
Find out.
This seems fake as hell.
I'm going to throw the book at you. Get out of the car. I obviously don't have a way to get identification, but I know who you are, Sheriff. You're going to take this every letter of the law right through the mud like you wanted to do to me, right?
So
you wanted to be disrespectful and not give me any grace? Well, here's your lack of grace, okay? Get your ass out of the car. We're doing this for real. I don't care who you are. I don't care if I get rid of. I don't care if I get fired. You're going to deal with the same kind of shame that I dealt with. Get drugged into that police station the way that you made me embarrassed for.
Yeah, this isn't true.
For years. I couldn't get promotions for years because of that blemish. You're
going to jail, Jack.
Less than a year on the job. Yeah, exactly. Speeches. Get your ass out of the car. Get out of the car. We're going to do this the right way. I'm tired.
Yeah, this is fake as hell.
I know exactly what I'm doing. You better get out of there. We're going to do stuff. We're doing the whole damn thing, buddy. Turn around.
Cop arrests his boss on the street to get back at him.
It's on your person, Sheriff. First, I got weapon. Okay, well, turn around and you better identify what you got. Slowly, hands behind your back. Hands, left hand first. There we go. We're doing this. I told you.
I got you, man. That's the best video I've watched in a year. Man.
You can't tell it's fake.
Oh, gosh.
Remember when we went over the whole channel that makes those fake videos? This is the same. I can't believe he can't tell that it's fake. That's the best video I've watched in a year. In a year, guys. it's fake.
Listen, I don't care if you're an officer of the law. You can't speed through a residential area. You've got no registration. You don't have your
Why is his handcuffs already out and wrapped around his fingers?
license and no insurance. That's 3 strikes right there. Now get out of this car. I'm going to get you down.
Why is his badge printed off?
Downtown. You didn't have a problem writing me up, right? So we're going to do this by the letter of the law. That's the way you want to do it?
A routine traffic stop turns into poetic justice when a deputy pulls over his own sheriff. Caught driving with no license, no registration, and no insurance. This officer isn't backing down, and what you're about to see is a masterclass.
How can somebody be sheriff with no driver's license?
Holding power accountable.
That's the way you want to do it, Chief? That's the way you want...
It's one of those bullshit fake stories. What a waste.
I was just a kid when you wrote me up. Right.
If this was real, I would say attaboy, it's not.
About the code then, right? What, do you want there to be a bro code now?
This is work. That is work. I corrected a problem at your work. This is, we work together. We don't do this to each other. We're a bond. We're a brotherhood. What are you trying to do, man? This is not going to be good for you.
I don't care who you think you are. I understand that you have a little bit more authority than me, but in this situation...
A little bit. I'm the sheriff of a damn county. I can arrest the mayor. I'm the only one that can do that, you know?
Yeah, but you also don't get a free pass to just break laws, right? So if you have no registration, there's one. We could have maybe had a conversation. You got no identification just because I know who you are. That doesn't just pass. And
of course they did. C.A. Crafter.
Car's not even registered. Is it stolen? Is it some secret baby mama you're running around with, Sheriff? What are we doing? What kind of corruption are we dealing with?
I deserve all due respect here, and I'm telling you right now.
This is fake as hell.
I mean, you hear me?
So fake. So fucking fake, dude.
You had no problem writing me up. I got so...
It's the best. It's always in the same parking lots, too.
Trouble, and I got treated like I was insubordinate for years. And now, look, you want to sit there and skirt around the law and throw the book at little new recruits straight out of the academy. I've barely been on the job for less than a year, right? And then all of a sudden...
straightened you out and got you where you are now. But now you're headstrong. Now you're trying to pull a coup here.
Okay.
But you're not pulling it on this old fella. It ain't gonna happen.
A coup would mean there's a king, and you aren't the king. You're the sheriff, and
I'm the sheriff of this county. My God, that's the closest thing to a king there is. And you are jeopardizing your career.
My career. You're so close to retirement. What do you think about your pension? You're gonna be able to touch your pension? I know you got kids. I know you got a wife. Even if
so
you're divorced, she still needs alimony money. I know you still owe her. I know you're not as up and up as you think you are. I know your nose isn't totally clean. No, you wanted to throw the book at me. I'm gonna throw the book at you. Now get out of the car. I obviously don't have a way to get identification, but I know who you are, Sheriff, and we're going to take this every letter of the law right through the mud like you wanted to do to me, right? You wanted to be disrespectful and not give me any grace? Well, here's your lack of grace, okay? Get your ass out of the car. We're doing this for real. I don't care who you are. I don't care if I get written up. I don't care if I get fired. You're going to deal with the same kind of shame that I dealt with, getting drugged into that police station the way that you made me embarrassed for years, treated like an insubordinate for years. I couldn't get promotions for years because of that blemish you put right out of the gate. Less than a year on the job. Yeah, exactly. Speechless. Get your ass out of the car. Now get out of the car. We're going to deal this the right way.
Look at his white New Balance tennis shoes the cop's wearing.
I'm tired of you. I know exactly what I'm doing. Now you better get
dad giveaway.
Out of there. We're going to do cuffs. We're doing the whole damn thing, buddy. Turn around. Do you have any weapons on your person, Sheriff?
Of course I got weapons.
Okay, well, turn around, and you better identify what you've got. And slowly, hands behind your back. Hands, left hand first. There we go. We're doing this. I told you.
He watches the news, so he don't have to, guys.
That was good stuff. Good stuff, Maynard. In this next video, it gets even better, guys. It gets even better.
Good stuff, Leonard.
Tim Walz, a piece of shit. He does, I swear to God, on national TV. Why is there no squad car behind him?
A piece of shh.
I'm not sure about that, unless he...
Because it's fake. Why is there no squad car behind him? Yeah.
But from in front. He might come in front of him.
Oh, yeah. Head on stop.
Much of Biden's presidency hearing, Trump supporters, more MAGA influencers, kind of documenting every day, Biden stumbled on getting on the plane, or he walked a certain way, or he looked a certain way today. And now we're sort of seeing that flip on its head with Democrats taking that approach.
And why do we have to document it? Because nobody else would.
Hold on, you had an opportunity to ask the president today about this, and you did not. Why?
Because when he got on the phone and sounded very much alive, I thought it would sound kind of stupid, frankly, to ask a live person if they were dead. But I'll tell you who is a complete piece of shit. I'm going to tell you right now. Tim Walz, the governor of Minnesota, holding up a phone in front of a rally saying, well, we thought we were going to wake up and find out the president had died. Someday it'll happen. Someday it'll happen. I used to say he was the biggest buffoon in American politics. But
someday that will happen.
Of course, now, no political official, no elected official should be walking around saying, well,
much of Biden's presidency
there you go. Tell it like
got him.
Scott.
How many times they wish death on Biden, or spreading rumors that he was already dead, and all the horrible shit they talked about Hunter being a pedo and Biden being a pedo. Yeah. Cry me a fucking river.
And this is our favorite Trump impersonator. Even actually was talking to Donald Jr. In one of the clips, which I'll get to eventually. But I found this.
Alec, I will offer you a total pardon, because I want to be friends, right? I want to be friends. I will give you a total pardon for murdering that woman. If you kiss the ring, Alex. Kiss the beautiful ring. Come on, Alec. Come on, look at Alex. Somewhere getting intoxicated. Told her you went through. It's not good. She's looking down on me right now, smiling, happy. Thank you for confronting the man who took me out, who killed me, and that's okay. Sure. You realize, sure. The ring, no, it's the ring. My kids live in this building. My family, we love the children. We're doing great deals for the children. Okay. This camera, I snap your fucking neck and break your back. Okay. All right, Alec Baldwin. Alec Baldwin, ladies and gentlemen, class act. Believe me. Okay. Oh, he's yelling at me. I'm a citizen of this. I was born and raised in New York City. I love you, Alec. Alec, look, Alec, you don't want to attack your favorite president, Alec. Look, I love you. I love you, Alec. He's got more balls than De Niro. That I can tell you. De Niro ran away. Alec confronted. That's good. He's strong, but also he's weak because he murdered a woman. So that's okay, right?
Oh my God.
This guy.
This guy's so. Now, one more. I don't know. So big giant circles. Oh my gosh, that's funny. I see. Out there and take out, and I'm hoping that you do. Think about.
Here we go.
Check out.
Got to try to survive here, guys.
I think you're gonna enjoy this. All my cat lovers out there, all the cat lovers out there. I'm gonna show you this, but first, before I show you that, I'm gonna tell you one more time about Bertwins.com. It's back up and running.
Send me the money.
Again, folks, pay a trip over there, make a trip over there, and check out.
Send me the money.
What you want to purchase? It takes about 5 to 7 days, I think, for us to get it out to you. But make that purchase. We get a little bit of money from everything that you buy in the store. We get about a third of whatever you spend there. If you really, really want to help, and I'm hoping that you do, think about sending over a donation through Zelle or PayPal tonight. I'm desperate. I really am. Zelle and PayPal.
That's the only way I can get it fast enough to get to the tables.
There's 100 people watching. If everybody sent $10, okay, we'd be all set. If everybody sent, half of you sent $20. If a third of you sent $40. If 10 of you sent $1,000, you wouldn't see me for a week. No, I'm just kidding. Go over and check out Bertwins.com. Okay, folks, I really appreciate it. I want y'all to enjoy this. If you're artistic at all, if you like to draw, or even if you don't like to draw.
Saying the quiet part out loud.
I found this. I'm somebody.
If 10 people sent $1,000, you wouldn't see me for a week.
Draws. I'm an artist, and I've drawn a lot of stuff. I've got in storage pictures. My mother was a great artist. I wanted to be a cartoonist as a kid. I did work as a cartoonist for a newspaper in high school. I'm published as a cartoonist, and I've had some of those one of these days. I'll dig them out and show them to you. But I stopped doing art when I discovered applause. Yeah, I miss being on stage because I miss the applause. I don't get any applause here. The only way I know you guys really
that checks out.
You love me. You really love me. It's when you make a donation. But if you feel artistic tonight.
The only way I feel like I'm getting actual applause here is when you guys send a donation.
Go give this a try. I think you'll enjoy it. How cool. Check this out. Wow. How creative is that? Let's watch it one more time. For all you cat lovers out there, I'm gonna probably end up giving this a try myself.
Isn't this for kids?
Look at that. That's as cool as it can be right there. I'm not one for doing continual line drawings, is what that's called. You just draw the line and be done with it. I'm a sketch guy. I kind of sketch along, but I get it done. And then I'll sketch it out light till I like it the way it is, and I'll go back and trace over it with the make thick lines. Everybody's got their own style, but that's called continuous line drawing. And boy, that was good. That was really good. It's been a long show tonight. I told you guys we'd go long. I had to make it up to you for all those folks that showed up last night. And there was 100 people in the room when I had to shut it down.
Good God, dude. It is dragging on.
So we won't have that problem again. Thank you for the 2 donations that we received tonight. And they're trying to make it worse. Now who knows who's going to show up at my door? I hope you see how under attack I am. And they're trying to make it worse. Now who knows who's going to
I can see.
Now who knows who's going to call my front desk and try to harass them. And they'll just say, no, we
don't call Bert's apartment.
Too much crap going on. I'd like to be able to go down there, take care of my debt to those people, and explain to them that might happen. And please don't allow it to influence your thoughts about me. But first of all, these people want... I was told that most of the people here are on public assistance, and the money comes direct to them. That's the way they like it. I told them, I said, I work for myself from my room, and when the money comes in, and see, I feel like I always pay the rent, even when I pay it late. I pay the late fee. So you make more money off of me than you do everybody else, because I'm always paying the late fee. But it's not like I don't pay. I do, but I pay the late fee. The late fee means more money in your account. They don't want that. They want you to pay on time and be invisible.
Obviously. Yes, obviously. The late fee isn't to make them more money. That's not the goal. It's to incentivize you to pay on time so they can pay their bills on time.
Go figure. But when you're poor, like I am, they always charge you more.
If they wanted more money, they would just raise the rents.
Or what they know you don't have any of, which is money. It's the way of the world. I appreciate those of you that helped tonight. I hope I hear from more tonight. I'll be here again tomorrow. I have lost track of the football game. I got so busy with you guys, I don't know if it's over. It's probably over. I don't know who won it. It looked like the Eagles took the lead, but I've lost track of it. Trying to stay with you guys here in this. Thank you all.
Eagles won.
Coming out. We have 1,300 views. We're back to that again. Somebody just made a donation. Carrie, I can't say your name. Sorry. If we got 10 more, 15 more like what we just got, we could address some issues. Thank you all so much. I really appreciate it. Sorry I have to keep asking.
$10 donation came in.
Away to people in need. I promise you that's coming. I see this show be so philanthropic, helping people. We're going to do man on the street things where we give money away to people in need. I promise you.
There you go. Give me money, and then later on I'll give it to other people.
That's one day that the show's going to be known for that.
It's coming.
We got to get successful first. I wish I could do that now to get successful. Just give away money until they make you famous. The Eagles won 20. They won 24-20. That's what I thought the last score was. Dallas be able to compete with the Eagles. So good for Dallas. Jerry Jones wants to be in the Super Bowl one time before he dies. They haven't been in the Super Bowl since I was in high school. I think it was that long ago. Back when they were America's team, when Tom Landry was the coach, and they did that stand up, go back into the position on the down set hut. Remember that? We always thought that was so cool. I know in one of the schools I went to, we did that. We had that in our offense. We didn't do it every time. We just did it sometimes, every once in a while. And the play was whatever the play was, and it said Dallas set. Yeah, I think it closed with Dallas set. And so down, set. We'll come up and go back down. It was designed to draw them off sides. And sometimes it worked. I just love football. I do. Thank you guys. Somebody just sent a donation. We really, really appreciate it.
Weren't the Cowboys like in the fucking Super Bowl like in 95 or some shit? 95, 96, mid-90s?
Hear from you guys. Some of you wait till the show's over to do it, I guess. And I'll see you tomorrow. We'll talk again. God bless everybody, and we will see you later.
They lost to the Steelers or some shit.
Follow me, everything is all right. I'll be the one to tuck you in at night. And if you want to leave, I can get
got a lot of people to say goodnight to. So let me get right to it.
So confidently wrong all the time.
Looks like we have 26 thumbs up and 36 thumbs down. The haters are working harder than the lovers. Thank you to Robert and Bill DeLand. Kathy M was in the...
No, they beat the Steelers. Beat the Bills. They won in 93, 96. What numbers is he making up? The 90s was a pretty good decade for the Cowboys. They won in 91, 93, 94. Did they lose in 96? Let's see. I'm trying to remember. The Cowboys defeated the Steelers 27-17, winning their 5th Super Bowl in team history. 1996.
Lioness, thank you for being here. Kathy M was in the room. Girls got...
Send me money to defeat the Satanists. All right, guys, that's it. I was just going to cover Bert. I got some things to do tomorrow. We got some inspectors coming. Mariah's got some appointments. There's like a birthday party or something. I don't know. Stuff going on tomorrow, so I'm cutting it there. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for being here. If you want to support the show, do it at buymeacoffee.com/coldbeer until I get the website back up. I need to go update the SSL, but I just haven't had time. Have a good night. Thank you for being here. I do appreciate it. Even if you just watch, you don't have to donate. I'm not going to pull a bird on you. Have a good night. We'll see you by the next one. Love you. See you. Bye. Oh, wrong song. There we go. The Satanist outro. Sorry. I always forget when the other Satanists are here.
This particular show, you don't have the fork and balls to call out the people on this planet by name and tell them exactly who they are and tell them the rest of the world who they are. You don't have.
Hope you enjoyed it.
You don't have.
We got to check in on Bird's crash out.
Okay, Scott.
Love you. See you. Bye.
Here we go. I think I started some shit. Listen off. It's about to get lit. Get the place in the best. You know that stage is set. You better buckle up because you ain't seen none yet.
I got a new carburetor for the push behind weed or string trimmer. Like it's not a weed eater. It's like on wheels. I got a new carburetor coming in tomorrow. I got to install and get tuned up. Hell, it's cheaper to buy a new Chinese carburetor than it is to buy a rebuild kit for the carburetor that's on it. Insane. Plus, they're notoriously bad carburetors. The Tecumseh Series 11, they're fucking trash.
Just like he's King Kong, starving for attention, I'm gonna make your gut burst. I'll be your huckleberry, I can quench that thirst. Baby eating lizard people, alien sex. What's next? Trump in a dress, fucking Flynn on his desk. A retard in a...
Good night, guys.